Hey everybody, Logan here. And yeah, you're like, hey, why is this video up so early? Because it's the time the news broke last night. Well, for me, it's now. For you, it's last night. Well, depending on when you're watching this. But news broke pretty late by the time, what was I think almost 8 o'clock as of recording. Well, as of the article, it actually says 7:58 p.m. As of recording, it's almost 10 p.m. So this video is going up early in the morning, so you guys can get this news if you haven't read it yet. And I thought this was a pretty big deal with all the stuff that's going around about the Xbox and Series S and developers, and I covered that last night too. Well, yesterday afternoon. And then this just makes me, Microsoft, come on, big boy. This is the last thing you guys need with all the stuff that people are saying, and devs aren't happy, gamers aren't happy. Yeah, they might be buying your box, but they're saying different things on social media and stuff like that. This isn't a good look. Just because you think you got it on lock with Activision Blizzard and Game Pass doesn't mean it can't go south real fast. And you guys are just coming out of a rough generation with the Xbox One. Maybe this isn't the time to be doing this, to do what Sony's doing. Maybe this isn't the time to be upping your prices. Maybe this is just the time to stay ahead. You guys can take a financial hit just a little bit, maybe gain some traction back like you were in the 360 days, early 360 days for most of it. No. What Philly here is saying, okay, so I saw this on two different articles. Saw it on GameSpot, and here is the Video Games Chronicle version. A friend of mine, oh no, it's Alex, has had a very interesting take on this. He posted on Twitter as well. I'm not sure when he's posting his video on this, but maybe it'll be today, maybe it'll be tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I know he's going to tackle this as well, much spicier than I will. I'm just going to give it to you straight up. Phil Spencer hints at future Xbox console game and subscription price increases. Quote, I think at some point we'll have to raise the prices on certain things. All right, maybe just one, maybe all of them, maybe Game Pass, but the way Game Pass is, $180 a year, come on. 3 AAA games at $60. To be honest, I would say just buy the 3 AAA games that they put on there, first party games, because most people don't play the indie stuff on there. Not to bash the indie stuff, it's just indie Game Pass these days. But that's another topic. I talked about that a while ago. Microsoft's head of gaming, Phil Spencer, has suggested that Xbox consoles, games, subscriptions may increase in the future. Suggested. All right, so this came from the Wall Street Journal Tech Live. So here you go. Speaking at WSJ Tech Live, the Xbox boss discussed the console's price point, as well as the prospect of charging $70 for games, something most third-party publishers and rival Sony now do. Not most, some. EA and Activision. Activision, remember that. They're buying them. That's why they want to take that step. And the thing is, it's like, all right, what they're going to do, what they're going to be saying is you can either pay for Game Pass or buy the game for $70. Do you really want to buy it for $70? Ew, no, just get Game Pass. You'll have nothing and you will be happy. Remember that. For those of you who know what that's from, you know what that's from. Physical games are the way to go. Not that I'm saying Game Pass is bad by any means. It's you're just paying for something that you don't own. It's like Netflix or Disney Plus or any of those other streaming services. You don't own anything. And now with what's going on with Amazon, where you're technically buying stuff and then you're losing it because they don't have the license, you're not really owning anything. But me, you guys know I'm a big proponent of physical assets. Why? Because you buy these things. Sometimes they gain value, sometimes they don't. But a digital product will never gain any value. Let's continue. Quote, I think at some point we'll have to raise the prices on certain things, Spencer said via journalist Tom Warren. Quote, but going into the holidays, we thought it was important to maintain prices, unquote. He added, quote, we've held price on our console. We've held price on games and our subscription. I don't think we'll be able to do that forever. I do think at some point we'll have to raise some prices on certain things, unquote. I get that. Inflation's kicking us all in the butt. But they're a billion-dollar company. They're making millions and billions, and who knows how much off of Game Pass and off the consoles and off the games. We don't know that. Maybe when they put out official numbers, if they do, that'll be another story, but that's mainly for the shareholders. It really doesn't affect us. But raising these prices might make people think twice about Game Pass or think twice about the Xbox brand, even though the Series S is rather attractive in terms of price, and jumping into that that next gen or current gen console race. In August, citing the challenging global economic environment, Sony raised PS5 prices in Europe, Japan, and parts of North America, not the USA. Following Sony's announcement, the UK arms of both Microsoft and Nintendo told VGC that they weren't currently planning to raise console prices. Don't expect Nintendo to do this. This isn't something that they seem to do as a company. It just doesn't seem like Nintendo's bag. What they will do is release new hardware with a new design at a higher price point. They're smarter there. So technically you can still get the old one, or you can get the new fancy version, which is technically the same thing, but it's more expensive. Microsoft has so far held firm on this, instead seeing the Xbox platform as a way to move players to the Xbox Game Pass service, which offers games for a monthly fee, including Microsoft's own first-party titles on the day of release. I hate these things. Phil Spencer hints at future Xbox Game Pass or console price increases at WSJ Live. This is from Tom Warren on Twitter, as you can see. Quote, I read that quote. Quote, yeah, okay. Those are the same ones I already read. While some third-party publishers charge $70 across both platforms, Microsoft's first-party games are largely priced at $60, like Halo Infinite. Well, you didn't get a full game now, did you? No campaign co-op, no Forge, multiplayer was free, so $60 for not a full game on Halo Infinite. Forza, that was worth it. Forza's a good buy, definitely a good buy. Flight Simulator, that was definitely a good buy if you don't have Game Pass. Those were great, those solid ones. I'll give it that. However, due to Game Pass, the reliance on sales of individual games versus the value of Game Pass has largely decreased for Microsoft, with the company no longer promoting sales numbers and instead touting the number of users on Game Pass. This is in contrast to PlayStation, which continues to release prestige first-party titles at $70 and has so far dismissed suggestions of putting them on their equivalent service, PlayStation Plus. Now, they did put, what was it? Not Prey. Cat game. Why am I forgetting the name of the cat game? Brain fart. I'm not going to edit it in, but I just recently bought it for my wife physically. Oh wow. Meow Meow game with the cat with the robots. How am I forgetting? Okay. Let me stop. Just last month, Spencer told CNBC that he believed it wasn't the right time to increase the price of the consoles. But after Christmas is, so once all the kids get their Christmas money and all the people get their Christmas monies, or they get their console and you're going to up the prices of the games? Ooh, yeah, that's a great way to do business. We're always evaluating our business going forward. So I don't think we can ever say on anything that we'll never do something, he said. But when we look, no. But when we look at our consoles today, and you talked about it, Series X and S, we think value is incredibly important. We love the position of the Series S in the market, which is our lower cost console. Over half our new players that we're finding are coming in through Series S, like I stated in my previous video. And I can definitely say we have no plans today to raise the price of our consoles. That is a good thing. Spencer continued, we think in a time when our customers are more economically challenged and uncertain than ever, we don't think it's the right move for us at this point to be raising prices on our consoles. Spencer said last month that he doesn't think Microsoft will be able to satisfy demand for Xbox consoles this holiday season. That's understandable. Now, Philly, I like Philly. He feels like he doesn't line up with the rest of the way Microsoft thinks. So it feels like the Xbox brand, the Xbox social media platform, and Microsoft don't seem to line up, in my opinion. Where Phil here seems to just care about good video games, while the people on their social media just care about virtue signaling, and Microsoft just cares about shady business practices. They used to be a better company back in the day, or at least so they seemed. So it really feels like one hand doesn't know what the other hand's doing, and Microsoft can. So, Phil, I hope you get this straight. Don't screw over the customers. Raise games only if they're worth it. If you actually put the time and effort, and if you're going to do it, say for like the next Forza, give us more content from the get. I'll say that. Give everyone, some Forza credits, or to begin with, some bonuses, some that don't cost you a thing, to make it worth it. Or maybe with every purchase of a physical game you get 1 month free Game Pass. Not if you already have it, or not if you don't already have it, whatever, just 1 free month of Game Pass. Do that. How about you do that? Doesn't cost you anything, and hey, you might get people into the service. You're doing it with these controllers, these third-party Xbox controllers. Maybe it's time to do it with your games. Just like you did back in the day with Xbox Live. You gave everybody a 1 or a 2 month or a 3 month whatever trial. Maybe. I don't know. I'm done complaining about this because that's all I seem to be doing about Xbox lately. They used to be my favorite. I used to be a huge, big-time Xbox guy. And with the Series X, I was really proud. But the way Microsoft has been conducting business lately, and the decisions they've made, have really pushed me away as a consumer. I would never call myself a fanboy, but I was really pro Xbox. I always picked the Xbox version over the PlayStation, and Nintendo always did their own thing. But these days, I find myself buying the PlayStation version over the Xbox version, which is really strange. But this video's gone on long enough. You see, I'm not happy here. I don't think this is a good thing for consumers. Back when Sony was raising their prices, I said they're being anti-consumer. Now Microsoft, it's your turn to take the heat. Stop it. Don't. Okay. Questionable company, questionable decisions these days. Nintendo, don't you do this. You're gonna have a lot of angry gamers on your hands. I'm done here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. Make sure you turn on your notifications so you can get more of these videos as the news and all my other videos come out with the unboxings and the gameplay. I got some interesting gameplay coming for the next RGB fighters. RGB, yes, because I don't even know the name of my channel at this point. I'm so angry. RBG, Red Bandana Gaming Fighters. Episode 2, or should I say round 2, is coming this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, hit that subscribe button, follow us on our socials, like we always say. Be legendary. Thanks again.